Black bookstores don't just sell books. They build minds, movements, and institutions. But before we go further, subscribe and click the notification bell to help expand the reach of HarlemLSchool. If you care about Black consciousness, political education, and community empowerment, this is a conversation you need to hear. Let's be clear. Black bookstores were never just retail spaces. They emerged out of necessity, out of struggle, out of a system that denied Black people access to quality education, accurate, empowering history, and the tools needed to understand our condition. When you are dealing with racism, poverty, and miseducation, you don't just need places to buy books, family. You need institutions that can correct, supplement, and challenge what the larger society refuses to provide for us. Black bookstores became those institutions. They are extracurricular liberation spaces, places that step in when other institutions have failed our communities. They are literacy centers. Black bookstores promote reading as a tool of empowerment, not just academic survival. They provide culturally relevant material and cultivate a reading culture rooted in identity, culture, and purpose. They are political education spaces. They host study groups, lectures, and classes that develop political consciousness. Movements require informed people, and these spaces help to produce them. They are intellectual and political watering holes. They are gathering spaces where ideas are debated, sharpened, and turned into strategy. Before social media, this is where movements were incubated, and that function still matters. They are economic and enterprise hubs. They create jobs, circulate Black dollars, and provide platforms for local authors and entrepreneurs. Economic control supports Black political independence. They are cultural preservation and spaces of identity formation. They protect and center Black narratives, strengthening identity and historical awareness, both necessary for collective political action. And they are safe spaces for independent Black thought. These Black bookstores allow ideas, often suppressed elsewhere, to be explored, refined, and disseminated in our community. Every major shift begins with ideas first that challenge the status quo. Now let's understand how seriously these spaces have been taken by the state. During the 1960s, under J. Edgar Hoover, the Federal Bureau of Investigation launched its counterintelligence program known as COINTELPRO. Within that framework, the FBI produced internal documents specifically addressing what they called, quote, Negro bookstores. In one internal FBI memo from the late 60s, agents were instructed to monitor these spaces because they were seen as dangerous centers for ideological influence. The memo explicitly warned about bookstores, Black bookstores, as places that could spread what they considered dangerous political ideas, describing them as locations where, quote, militant Negro publications were distributed and where Black nationalist thought could develop and circulate. Interesting. Let's be clear about what that means. The government was not targeting bookstores because they did anything criminal, nor because of commerce per se. They were targeting them because of liberatory consciousness. Because these spaces were producing informed, politically aware, politically active, and engaged Black people. And that has always been seen as a threat to white supremacist systems that rely and actually depend on our ignorance and apathy. Today, information's everywhere, but access is not direction and instruction, and information alone is not wisdom and understanding. Black bookstores still curate knowledge and wisdom and instruction with intention. They still build real community. They still create spaces where ideas are engaged, not just consumed. And their role remains essential. So here's what you need to do. You need a book, particularly one that relates to Black history, culture, or politics. Purchase them directly from Black bookstores, either in person or virtually. Hold your meetings, events, and discussions in Black bookstore spaces. Build your home library using books sourced from Black bookstores. Because if we don't support the institutions that serve us, we weaken the future we claim to want and fight for. Peace and Black Power.